Welcome back to the show today. We are talking about LeBron James and asking the question, why does LeBron James have so many haters? Obviously, he's been in the public eye for a long time, so he's had a lot of time to piss a lot of people off. He's been in the league for 22 seasons, so he's probably done something to piss you off. So the obvious reason people hate LeBron is because he's really good at basketball. So naturally, people that are fans of teams that have been beaten by LeBron are not gonna like the guy. I think obviously the most traumatized fan base by LeBron is the Toronto Raptors. LeBron beat the Raptors 3 years in a row in the playoffs. In the last 2 years, they swept them. The Raptors didn't make it to the finals until 2019 when LeBron had finally left the East. Then when LeBron went to Miami, his two biggest punching bags were the Chicago Bulls and the Indiana Pacers. The Bulls were eliminated by a LeBron James-led team 4 out of 6 years, and the Bulls really didn't give them much trouble anyway. The Pacers and Paul George, on the other hand, though, really put up a fight against LeBron. I mean, the Pacers took LeBron to a 7-game series in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2013. Then the Pacers got another chance at LeBron in 2018 in the semifinals. That series went 7 games as well. The Pacers even blew out the Cavs 121-87 in Game 6. But Pacers fans' hopes were dashed in a pretty demoralizing fashion. LeBron took control in Game 7 and had one of the best games of his career. He scored 45 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals. And he shot 64% from the field. The second highest scorer on the Cavs was Tristan Thompson with 15 points. So I think the hardest part about being an Eastern Conference team fan while LeBron was in the East was the fact that he goes sicko mode anytime. So fans would develop this sense of hope that their team could actually beat LeBron. But LeBron would take it to another level in Game 6 or 7 and make you feel like you never had a chance in Game 1. I mean, think about it. LeBron made it out of the Eastern Conference 8 seasons in a row. I think the second biggest reason people don't like LeBron James is because he's arrogant. LeBron James literally has the words "chosen one" tattooed across his back. I'm gonna take my hat off. In July 2010, LeBron James held a press conference to announce where he was signing in free agency. I say he held the press conference, but ESPN was the one that televised it. So it's not like it was entirely LeBron's idea. ESPN knew people would tune in for it and they could sell ad space. Also, they did raise $2.5 million for the Boys and Girls Club. Not trying to be a LeBron apologist, just trying to be fair. No NBA player ever had had a press conference to announce where they were signing their next contract. It also didn't help that LeBron wasn't announcing to say he was re-signing in Cleveland. He announced that he was taking his talents to South Beach. Also, when Chris Bosh, LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade all declared that they were signing in Miami, LeBron said this when asked how many championships they were going to win.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
Of course, LeBron haters let LeBron have it when the Mavs beat them in the finals that year. Then we've got the "what should I do" ad from Nike. Definitely a self-involved vibe and a main character syndrome, but at the same time, that commercial's good. But there are 2 specific occasions I can remember of LeBron singing his own praises. One being after a loss in the finals of Game 5 in 2015.
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world. That's simple.
Remember, he had just gotten beat by Steph Curry, and Steph Curry had just won the MVP. I think he was overcompensating a little bit. Then we've got this quote from LeBron James in his ESPN Plus show in 2018.
The first wave of emotion was when everyone saw me crying. Like, that was all for 52 years. Everything in sports was going on in Cleveland. And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
I still can't believe he said that, and I remember he said this while the Lakers were ass. And this brings me to my next point. LeBron James is a very insecure person. He is very concerned about his public perception and the way he's perceived. I think even more so than Kevin Durant. LeBron is constantly reminding us who he is when we forget.
They don't ever call me. They don't never call me. When they talk about the best scorers of all time, they never mention my name.
Did that piss you off?
Yeah, it pissed me off.
This was LeBron from 4 years ago. He's upset that no one talks about how good of a scorer he is because he's such a good passer. I always feel like when the center of attention in the NBA isn't around LeBron, he'll always tweet something to get it back to him. Then, of course, we got the time that he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. Had LeBron won Defensive Player of the Year, he would have been the MVP, the Finals MVP, and the DPOY. The second player to ever do it. Only Hakeem Olajuwon has done it. And LeBron publicly voiced his dismay on 2 separate occasions.
2012-2013, I had a chance to be Defensive Player of the Year and also MVP in the same season. And that year, Marc Gasol was rewarded Defensive Player of the Year, but he made second team all defense.
Yeah. Mark has my Defensive Player of the Year trophy at his house, but
Yo,
Personally, I don't think Michael Jordan ever would have done something like that. And that's another brand of the LeBron hater. MJ stans or old heads hate LeBron. A lot of people who hated Michael Jordan in the 90s now like Michael Jordan because they hate LeBron more. Jordan, to a lot of people, represents the 90s and 90s basketball. A lot of people like me remember the 90s quite fondly. When I say I think Michael Jordan is better, I'm saying I liked the 90s and I can't accept that the NBA is changing. NBA players are getting younger. NBA fans are getting younger. Everyone is going to say the star player of their youth, the greatest time in their lives, was the best player of all time. You talk to an old geezer at a retirement home, he's going to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the best player to ever play. If you talk to an even older geezer, he's going to say Wilt Chamberlain's the best player to ever play. So I think a lot of people just hate LeBron because he's not of their generation. You can quietly believe Kobe is better than LeBron. You can quietly believe that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron. But a lot of people feel the need to actively hate LeBron James, a man that they've never met. They're repulsed by the mere suggestion that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. The truth is, LeBron, Kareem, Michael Jordan, they're all equal. They're just different. Kareem has more MVPs than Michael Jordan does. He has higher career totals. He has just as many championships as Michael Jordan. But he played in a different era. Things weren't as competitive. There weren't as many teams. Basketball wasn't as popular globally. LeBron is going to end his career with the most all-star appearances, the most games played, the most points scored, the most playoff wins, the most basically everything. But LeBron is probably only going to have 4 rings to his name. There's a case to be made for all 3, but the fact is LeBron is still playing. That means Jordan stans are going to be wanting to watch him fail. As a YouTuber, the nickname I see given to LeBron James the most is definitely LeFlop. LeBron is one of the biggest floppers of all time. But I gotta say, he did not start the trend. I think LeBron James learned the art of flopping from Manu Ginobili. Manu brought over the soccer tradition of pretending to get fouled. Manu did it so much that other teams would see it coming and try to pretend to get fouled before he did. LeBron and D-Wade learned the art of flopping from Manu in the 2013 and 2014 finals. But LeBron was doing it really even before that. Before the Eastern Conference Finals in 2012, Frank Vogel called out LeBron for flopping, saying it was going to be interesting to see how the refs would officiate because Miami was the biggest flopping team in the NBA. David Stern was so upset by this, he fined Frank Vogel $15K. But Frank Vogel wasn't wrong. He should have got his money back. And it did draw attention to the fact that LeBron had developed a pretty intense flopping habit. And then the following year when the Heat played the Pacers again in the playoffs, I still think the worst flop of all time was in that Pacers series in 2013 with the double flop between him and David West. In David West's defense though, I think he just decided if I can't beat him, I'll join him. I'll get in on the flopping too. I'd honestly say there are hours of footage of LeBron flopping on YouTube. I didn't have to go to a lot of trouble to procure clips for this. I gotta say, I am a LeBron fan, but this is pretty hard to defend. No pun intended. Pun sucks. Who are the biggest haters of LeBron James of all time, though? Well, it's the media members, of course. We gotta talk about the biggest hater of LeBron James of all time, Skip Bayless. For some reason, Skip Bayless never liked LeBron. Even in his early years, he accused LeBron of being all style, no substance. He didn't like that he wore the number 23. He said that he lacked that killer instinct that Kobe and MJ had. After LeBron had won 3 MVPs, he still said that he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer because he hadn't won a championship. Then when he finally did win a championship, he said this.
I could not say it better than LeBron himself said it. It's about damn time.
And he also said this.
That the Spurs blew this finals even more than Miami won this finals.
And then in 2016, when he won with the Cavs, he said this.
LeBron James went 0 for 4 in that stretch. Kyrie Irving hit the shot heard round the world.
And when LeBron won his 4th championship with the Lakers, he said this.
Pandemic playoffs. On the inside of these rings should be a little inscription with an asterisk.
I think Skip Bayless was so popular because he represented the voice of a lot of old head NBA fans. Skip had a platform to speak for these guys. So Skip really wasn't trying to say LeBron James is weak or not a good player. Obviously, the things he's saying were spun in like a comical way, but I really don't think he was trying to even be funny. Skip's intention was to say, don't forget about me. Don't forget about my generation. All right, thank you for being here. If I could ask for one favor, could you like the video? Everyone likes the videos, and the channel, it's doing well. There's a Patreon. You can sign up for the Patreon. It's hella cheap. I should make it more expensive, but it's so cheap. Get a weekly podcast. I think that's all I got to say. Be good to your mammies. Eat a corn dog.